talking to one of my segment producers, and he said you mentioned to him that you cry on planes. And I thought, what do you mean you cry on planes?
First, I'd like to say it was very hard to fly here because my wings are... No, I can't do it. And then the other thing I was going to say was that, yeah, I do. I get emotional on planes.
You get emotional?
Doesn't everybody get emotional on planes? There's not that much air. It's like not a lot lot of oxygen. You're oxygen depraved. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like there's a study that's been done about it.
I don't think so.
I read it.
I think you're crying on planes for another reason. I've cried on planes when I've had no leg room. I've cried on planes.
No.
But no, do you get emotional?
Yeah, you watch the movies, and like movies I would never cry at on land. I weep at in the air.
What movie did you check out?
This time, it was the movie Bears. I was watching that movie Bears.
You were watching Bears?
Yeah, I watched Bears. It's
the documentary kind of movie?
Moving. It's really moving. Look, you guys, seriously, it's really moving.
What happened?
It's a live-action movie about bears. It's about Sasha, I think her name is, and her 2 bear cubs, and their journey through Alaska from winter into spring.
It's very hard.
It's a tough journey and very emotional.
And John C. Reilly narrates it.
And John C. Reilly narrates.
Yes.
It's so good to see you.
Yes, hello.
And it's an emotional journey through the wilderness.
So what part really got to you? What part got to you? What really made you cry?
There's a moment where, I don't know if you know this, but I don't know if you know this about bears, but baby bears have a very hard time surviving the first few years of their life in the wild.
Right.
And big bears, big man bears,
Yeah.
will eat the baby bears.
Didn't know that.
Because they're hungry.
High in protein.
They're high in protein.
Yeah.
And if they're not near a water source where there's salmon and things like that, where they can,
they'll
get
eat the baby bear.
Omega fatty acids and stuff, they'll eat a little cub bear. And there's a moment where this bear, who is apropos is named Magnus,
right.
Goes and takes one of the little baby bears, and it looks like he's gonna eat the baby bear. The mom is really intense, and she's like all moms are, protecting her child, and she won't let him get near her baby, and then he gets scared away, and then he looks like he's gonna die, and then you think he's dead, and then I cried.
I think you're crying now. You're crying now. So what happens when...
You're a heartless man. It's like a little baby cub.
That's nature, man.
You wouldn't cry? Hollywood, it's Hollywood. That's what
man.
It is, man.
Tough. I've been through tougher things than that baby bear. So wait. So what happens when you're sitting there and you got your headset on and the flight attendant comes by and you're just weeping?
When I'm in that moment, I'm in a moment like that, I feel like everyone feels the same way. You know what I mean? I feel like everybody's watching the movie with me at that point. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like I'm in a movie theater, it's dark, it's really noisy, there's like that white noise sound, and a lot of times I'll just be like, it's not like... And stewardesses, they're very kind people, and they generally usually sort of give me a pat on the back and then, go on their way.
And go on their way.
Cut you off of the booze.